Friends, very good morning. I extend a hearty welcome to my YouTube channel, Dr. M.H. Annaya Academy. Friends, in today's session, we are going to locate centroid of a composite plate given in this figure. Friends, if you just observe this figure, this given plate can be split into four separate figures whose centroids are known to us already. That is, friends, if you just draw a horizontal line through this, you get a right angle triangle that I have named as figure number 3. Then a vertical drawn from here will give us a semicircle of radius 30 r, and that is I called as figure number 1. Figure number 2 is a rectangle which has got dimension 90 and the height is 60. Finally, another triangle here which has got base 21 and height is 90. So, in the first step, we have divided the given figure into 4 plane surfaces whose centroids are already known to us. Friends, to find out the centroid of this figure, as you all of you know, we need to have the areas of all these figures and also the location of the centroids of the individual figures. Friends, let us first of all locate the centroids of all these figures. So friends, if you take the first figure, that is a semicircle, the centroid of this semicircle lies here, and we can call this as figure number 1 or G1. G1 represents the centroid of the first figure, which is at a distance of 4 times radius by 3 pi. Friends, the second figure, as you see, is a rectangle having dimensions 90 width and height is equal to 60. So this is the rectangle, and the centroid of this is obtained by joining the diagonals of the rectangle. Since this is figure number 2, we will call this as G2. G2 refers to the centroid of the rectangle. Similarly, friends, coming to this figure number 3, it's a right angle triangle. It has got a base of 21 and height so much, or base and height can be used interchangeably. So friends, you know the centroid of this lies here. I call that as G3, and that will be at a distance of 1/3 the height from here or 2/3 the height from here. Or if you take from the horizontal, it is 1/3 this height, 1/3 this. Finally, friends, the centroid of the last figure, that is the fourth figure, will be very closer to this, and again you are getting it somewhere here, which is at a distance of the 1/3 of this height from here or 2/3 of this height 90 from here. So this will call it as G4, the centroid of figure number 4. First of all, to calculate the centroids, we need to have the areas of these individual figures. So let us calculate what are these areas. Friends, we have area 1, area of the semicircle, which has got a radius of 50, is given by the formula pi r square by 2. That is pi by 2 multiplied by radius is 30 mm, 30 square. That is 900 pi. As if you simplify, is going to become 900 into pi divided by 2, 450 pi. And if you further simplify this works out to 1413.72, 1413.72 square millimeter. Friends, coming to the second figure, it is a rectangle having length is equal to 90 and this height or width is equal to 60. So area 2 is the area of the rectangle, which is 90 into 60, that is 5400 square millimeter. Coming to figure number 3, figure number 3 is a right angle triangle, and area of this triangle is given by half the base into height. Half of this can be taken as base 90 into 21. 90 into 21. This is going to be 45 into 21. This area 3 works out to 945 millimeters square. Finally, area of the fourth figure. You see friends, if you look at the board, the figure number 3 and figure number 4 have got the same dimension, and hence the area of figure number 3 and that of 4, they are equal. So A4 is equal to A3 is again half the base into height, 21 into 90, that works out to 945 millimeters square. So we are able to calculate the areas of all these individual figures, and total area works out to 8703. If I add all these, this will come to 8703, 8703.72 millimeters square. 72. This is the total area of the composite plate, which you can call it as A. Friends, to find out this x bar, we need to know what is x1, what is x2, what is x3, x4, etc. What are these x1, x2, x3 and x4 are? They are nothing but the centroids, or the distance of the centroids of figure number 1, 2, 3 and 4 from the y-axis. So, if I start with the first figure, we want to have this x1. This x1 is the total radius minus 4r by 3 pi. So, I will write down x1 is equal to the total distance is how much? This is 30 minus 4r by 3 pi. 4 into r is 30 by 3 pi. So, this is 10 times 40 by 5 and 30, and if you simplify, this works out to 17.26. This is 17.26 mm is a distance. Similarly friends, x2 is the distance of G2 from the y-axis. So, this is 30 and this is 45. 30 plus 45 is 65 mm. Similarly friends, x3 is the distance of this figure from the y-axis. So, this is 30. This is 1/3 of this total height, 1/3 of 90. So, this will be 30 plus 1/3 of 90. So, this is going to be 60 mm. Finally, x4 will have a value. X4 is what? The distance of this G4 from here. So, friends, the total distance is 30 plus 90, 120. In that 120, if you subtract this 1/3 this height, 1/3 this height is 60, 30, sorry, this is 30. So, 30 plus 90 is 120. From that, if you subtract 30, you will get 90. X4 is equal to 90 millimeter. So, friends, we know the values of the distances of G1, G2, G3 and G4 from the y-axis, and hence we can substitute in the formula and find out what are these. Friends, we can calculate the x bar given by the equation. X bar is equal to A1 x1, area 1, or you can write the formula first. A1 x1 plus A2 x2 plus A3 x3 plus A4 x4 divided by A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4. This is the formula. So, we know all these values. Let us make the substitution of all these and find out what is the value of the centroid of the figure. Friends, let us make a substitution. Area of figure number 1 is 1413.72 multiplied by x1, which is 17.26, plus area of the second figure A2 is 5400 multiplied by x2 is equal to 65, plus area 3 is 945 multiplied by the distance one to third one is 60 mm. Finally, area 4 is 945 again multiplied by the distance x4 is 90. The whole thing is to be divided by the total area, that is A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4, and have calculated the total area of these four figures as 8703.7. 8703.72 millimeters square. So friends, if you simplify this, the value of x bar works out to, x bar is given by the value, what's the value of x bar we have got there? X bar? How much? 65 point? There is a value of x bar we are getting. That is the distance of the centroid of the whole figure from the y axis. Okay, that is what the value you have got. Friends, after calculating the value of this x bar, let us use a similar formula for y bar and find out what is the value of y bar. Friends, you know very well, the value of y bar is given by the formula y bar is equal to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 plus a3 y3 plus a4 y4 divided by the total area, that is a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus a4. We know the areas of all these figures already, and only we need to calculate what are y1, y2, y3, etc. Friend, what is y1 here? y1 is the distance of g1 from the x-axis. That is, from here, this vertical height is y1. How much is that? See, friend, this is 21 plus this is 30. 21 plus 30 is 51 is the value of this height. Similarly, for the second figure, this is 21 plus 30. y2 is also 51. Coming to y3, the distance of the third figure from the bottom or from the x-axis. So, this is 21 plus 60, 81. 81 plus 7 is 88 mm. Finally, the value of y4. y4 is the height of this g4 from here. Friends, if you are measuring the height from here, this is 2/3 this height. That is 2/3 of 21. 2/3 of 21, that is nothing but 14 mm. Friends, we got the values of all these distance of the centroids measured from the x-axis. Let us make the substitution and obtain the value of y bar. So, I will write the formula and then substitute. So, y bar is given by the formula a1 y1 plus etc. a1 y1, area 1 is 1413.72, y1 is 51 plus area of the second figure is a2, a2 is 5400 multiplied by y2 is again 51 plus area of the third figure is 945 multiplied by y3, that is 88. Finally, a4 y4 we need to have. Again, a4 is 945 only multiplied by the value of y4, that is 14 into 14. Friends, divided by a1 plus a2 plus a3. I told you this is going to work out as 8703.72. Friends, we have substituted all the values of a1, a2, a3, y1, y2, y3, etc. And if you simplify this, you get y bar is equal to a value of y bar. What's the answer? 51 millimeter. So friends, we can write finally this centroid of the whole plate is given by x bar y bar comma y bar, that is equal to x bar is 65.62 mm and y bar is 51 mm. Friends, let us mark the location of this centroid on this plate. Friends, first of all, let us mark y bar is equal to 51. So, y is measured from the x axis. It is at a height of 51. Look at the board. This is 21 plus 30. 30 plus 21 is 51. So, it is going to lie somewhere along this line, that y bar is equal to 51. It is the sum of this height 21 and this radius 50. Similarly, the x bar is 65.62. X bar is measured from the y axis, 65.62. This is 30, this is 45, 75. So, it will come lesser than that. Maybe somewhere here you will get the centroid G for the whole figure, and this distance we can call it as x bar from the y axis. So, friends, with the given information, we are successfully able to complete the centroid location of this figure. Friends, if you are happy with the presentation I have made on the calculation of the centroid of this composite plate, do subscribe to my channel if you have not done so far, and you share this information with all your friends. Have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching my YouTube video.